This is Domino, and today I have a confession to make. Story time! So, since everybody loved the sex talk so much, I decided that I will share a little bit more. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and go watch it after you finish up this one, of course, because it is a riot. I brought my mom on board, and we taught you about sex. So, today's confession is one that I probably shouldn't be proud of, but I totally am. So, my second oldest brother has a whole fleet of sons now, but back when there was only 2 of them, I did something that got me into a wee little bit of a heap of poo. Now I know that it is my responsibility as an adult is to help form these children's minds into becoming outstanding, independent adults. But that's not really the kind of aunt I am. I'm the kind of aunt that teaches them to roll their boogers before they flick them, and how to get that nice flick to them so they'll go the farthest distance. I'm the kind of aunt that teaches them about the bubble lip thing where you go like this. And I taught him the whole finger pop thing. Sit. I also taught him about the finger trumpets, where you take your hand, just your hand, and you go like this, and you gotta put your little finger up to be your tootin' horn, and you go like this. I've spit all over my face, thank you. I also taught them the cool ways to splash the person next to you, so when you're jumping in mud puddles, or any puddle really, if you take your foot and you tilt it to the side and you splash in it like this, then the water will splash about who's ever standing next to you. I also taught them to do this. You're catching it in your mouth. Go. I'm covered in water now. I'm really out of practice. I'm also the kind of aunt that tells stories that the parents get that look on their face where it's all scrunched up and poof-facey and mad. Yeah. When the oldest one was little, he was really little, but not so little. He was walking around, kind of talking. It was the talking, the baby talk, where if you hang out with kids enough, you know what they're saying. But if you don't hang out with kids very often, you have no idea what you have no idea what they're talking about. We were working on potty training him, so he's that age. And I told him about the Wiener Thief. If you don't know who the Wiener Thief is, that means you're A, not a boy, or B, you didn't have an aunt that was cruel and unusual. If you are unfamiliar with the story of the Wiener Thief, it goes something like this. There's a monster that lurks in the shadows that preys on little boys. This monster is always hungry, but it can only feed on one thing, and that is your wiener. For it to remain safe, you must protect it. No one can protect it for you. You must hold it at all times and never let it go. If you do, the Wiener Thief will jump out and rip it off. Who in their right mind says this story to children? Who? Why would you do that, Dizzy? I don't even know, but I did it. My nephew walked around for a day holding it. He wouldn't he wouldn't let that thing go to save his life. I did this thing where I give the boys treats, and I give it to them in both hands, one for both hands. So if you hand them a cookie, they'll get a cookie in this hand, and I'll hand them another one and say, hey, here's one for both hands. So then they'll have 2 cookies. Otter Pops are kind of fun because you just cut the Otter Pop in half and then you have one for both hands. Anyhow, so I tried this with him. I tried handing him a cookie. So he takes the first cookie and I hand him the second cookie. But does my My wiener. He did everything that day one-handed. He played with his toys one-handed, everything. Everybody else, all the adults at least, all thought that he just had to pee because we were potty training him, so they took him to the bathroom so many times that day. Finally, he comes in and he's, protecting his privates. And my brother looks at him and he's like, "What are you doing, son? Let go of your wiener." And that kid rolled on me. He rolled like a roly-poly. He just, and just said, "Damn it, kid. Should have told him it was a secret." My brother looks at me and he's like, "What the?" He knelt down to him and he told him, he's like, "Son, there is no wiener thief. Aunt Diz is a liar." And that little boy looked at him and let go of his package. He just let it go. Like, "Dad knows more than you do, Diz. Why would I listen to you? Dad said it's not real." Anyhow, later my brother told me that what a horrible aunt I was, horrible person I was, which he's right. And then I'm never to do this again. I can't do it to the next one. But I did. I waited until the next one got old enough, so he's potty training. And I told him about the Wiener Thief, because I'm that kind of a horrible person. I didn't learn from the first time. I did it again the second time. And the next thing I know, did not learn from my first mistake, did not tell the second one that it was a secret. He went to his older brother and was like, "Oh, Diz told me about the Wiener Thief." You gotta be kidding me, kid. Really? So what does the older one do? Instead of having my back and enjoying this moment of watching his little brother walking around the house holding his Peter, no, he tells him Aunt Diz is a liar. Narc. Gosh, you're like this beam of integrity, just this moral compass pointing to the North fucking Star, man. Really? We could have had so much fun with your little brother, but no, you gotta tell him the truth. I haven't bothered with those other kids about the Wiener Thief, because it's like they're just gonna be like, "Oh, Wiener Thief, oh, older sibling Aunt Diz said," and the older two were just gonna be like, "That's not fair. Way to make that not fun." I mean, we tell kids about Santa Claus. We tell kids about the Easter Bunny. What's wrong with the Wiener Thief? I'm just trying to justify it. There is a lot wrong with the Wiener Thief. I mean, for how long that could go on? An afternoon's not a big deal, but like, if it went on for like 2 days or 3 days, you could do some serious damage to some little boys' mental stability about a Wiener Thief and about their privates being ripped off. I don't condone telling little boys about the Wiener Thief. It is not a good idea. Super funny, but it's not a good idea. Okay, I will admit it now in my confession to you guys that I'm a horrible aunt and a horrible person. Don't try this at home, folks. Anyhow, if you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys want more confessions and story time of my ridiculousness, because I got a lot of them, just the likes and the views will let me know to keep these story times coming at you. If you like me, go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video, because I put out videos. I do, really I do, and hopefully they're stuff you like, and if they are stuff that you like, let me know, because I can do more stuff like that. I can do anything. That's a lie. I'm gonna keep my clothes on. So anything that involves a clothed Dizzy is a possibility. Not anything. I have to, like, within the, if you just like my dog, follow us on Instagram at Diz is having a bad day. We also started a Twitter account, so we're gonna be doing some bird talking when we finally figure out what bird talking really is. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Love you guys, and stick around for the outtakes, because I actually had to shoot this one again. So I redid my setup, because I just got back from family vacay, and I was all blurry in the first one, so I got a lot of footage. You're welcome. Ew, it's slimy. That is just slime. There's a big glop of slime on there. Can you guys? Oh, I should get it reflected. Waka waka. I think I just broke a nail. We're back home. Yes. Dominoes, dominoes, dominoes. She's got all the toes. Dominoes, dominoes. Story time. He's a kid. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm supposed to be saying. In the mouth. She's never seen me do that before. Water's everywhere. Wrinkle up their eyes and make it all squinty and pucker and pissed. Yeah. Yeah, that's what this is about. So, no so's. No so. The Wiener Thief will jump out and snatch it away. Honestly, I have no idea how I told this little boy that straight-faced, but I remember the look of horror on his face. Who in their right mind tells a little boy this story? What is wrong with you, Dizzy? My brother looked at me with that face, the poo face, that mad face. And I knew I was in trouble. Blah, 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 blah. So what did I do? I did it again. Now, in his defense, he was doing it like to protect his older brother's wiener. Beaming light of integrity. Just spouting out truths and covering up all my lying nonsense. If you haven't seen the sex talk, go ahead and watch that one after you watch this one. It doesn't... what am I saying?